There are so many things to do today. Frankly, my head is swimming with all of the things that I have to do, and then I'm just contemplating everything, and then nothing's getting done. So, mental, verbal list of things that need to be done. I need to go into the woods, establish a burn pile, because we have a lot of wood that needs to be burned off. Quite a bit of stuff, actually, that needs to be burned off. So I need to establish a large enough area where nothing else is going to be burned. All right, not in order, but here we go. I need to go into the woods and establish a burn area. It's probably going to be right in front of me that you can't see, in that general vicinity over there. While in the woods, I need to find a lot of cut down trees or sticks, at least probably 2-3 inches in diameter. My plan for those is to use them in the fencing and trellising design. Up here, it's going to be cool. I cannot use words to communicate what I'm thinking. It's going to look better than the fence that I currently have, that is for sure. So I need a lot of sticks around 3 inches in diameter. Now I am also at a place where I'm pretty much stalled on the garden beds. I can't really build anything else. And now we are finally to spring. My garden isn't done, and I have a basket full of seeds that I want to just plant everywhere. And I'm not ready to do that yet. So I'm feeling really stir crazy. I have a few beds, but I need compost. I need to top them off to give them the nutrients. I need to get into the soil and mix it up just a little bit, aerate it. And I'm not there yet because I don't have the things that I need. I'm also to the point to where I'm placing logs on the ground where I'm going to be putting the beds, and I am strongly considering just filling up these spaces that I have put with the logs with soil and growing in them. Here's what I did. These are going to be the basic roundabout shape and area where these beds are going to be, but regardless, even if I wanted to fill these with soil, I don't even have soil unless I were to go into the woods, get some soil from there. I mean, it is really good soil, actually. I don't know. Regardless, I need to do something to where I feel like I am making progress, because right now we're just at a standstill, and we've been at a standstill, and I'm getting impatient. I will say that this bed is starting to really take off. There's sage and oregano. That's what this is. Oregano is perennial, and it has really taken off this year. There's broccoli right there, a bunch of onions. So, I mean, we have things growing. Spinach down at the end. This broccoli plant has gone to seed. I have a bunch of lettuce grown in this top bed here. My grape plant is starting to come back. I need to get that planted, but of course, I need to build my sitting space to plant it because that's my plan for it. This rosemary, cabbage moths, we need to come catch those. I need to get, this is a wheelbarrow of trash and crap. This is a wheelbarrow of weeds that I pulled out of the beds to get them ready to be planted in. And I need to establish a compost pile for this. I need to pull everything out of this bed except for the thyme. What this is celosia, the flamingo. And I know that because I grew it over where this bed is now last year, and the seeds got everywhere. So between the flamingo celosia and the mullein that is starting to pop up everywhere. You can see where I pulled the mullein out of this bed. There's 1, 2, 3 holes, and then there was a large one in the corner. But we've got volunteer plants that are going to be lovely when they bloom. Mullein really everywhere. Once I walk up to the archway, it really is absolutely everywhere. It's growing on the steps. That's going to be awesome. This one's going to go flower this year and go to seed. And then these are just going to get really big like that one. As far as the archway is concerned, I need to find sticks or cut down trees to go across the top. And then I'm wanting to, again, use those 2 or 3 inch diameter sticks to make a lattice kind of. I'm going to do a design in between, so that will be the structure. So the sticks are going to create like a lattice thing. I'm coming up with the design. I haven't exactly figured it out yet. Really, I need the sticks in my hand with a bunch of screws and some twine, and then I just will throw it together and it'll come out looking pretty cool, because building things with sticks is cool and free. As far as the archway, I need to get that done pretty quickly because I do plan on growing loofahs up there as well as pole beans. And I need to at least get some things done, and really I need to get plants in the ground for me to feel like I'm moving forward. I need to see or feel progress. I am standing right about in the middle where the greenhouse is going to be. I have measured it. Maybe I'm not in the middle, hold on, because I see my one stick there, and then that one's been knocked down. So what I need to do over here is these large trees need to be cut into post sizes so that I can use them at the chicken coop or further down here for more fencing. So once these are cut, they'll be moved. This is the door for the gate up there. It is broken now because it's laying on the ground, but this post needs to be cemented into the ground, and I think I really need to figure out a different door because it's pretty dang heavy. It's pretty dang heavy coming down a hill. So I think what's going to end up happening is the fence is going to end up being two pieces that lock together in the middle. This long blue thing is going to be used for the chicken coop, which is why it's been out here for forever. I need to get started on that, the chicken coop, so that I can move this. And there's some crap around here that has to be moved. I think that I'm going to need between 8 and 10 posts for this area, for the seating area, where I will be growing up grapes. Growing grapes up it. Grapes will be grown along all of this fencing. That's what I'm going to be putting the sticks for. So I'll put probably 5 or 6 inch in diameter on the top and bottom. Then I will be using the 3 inch diameter sticks, creating a lattice type thing, and then wrapping the fence in a deer fencing. In my head, that sounds cool, and it sounds like it's going to work out, but we'll see. Here at the back of the fence, this is the entrance, I suppose, the walking entrance into the woods. I really got to work on these zones. I got to name everything because it's just like, okay. Right over here that you obviously can't see. These are the doors that are going to go here on the fence. Now the reason that they have not gone up yet is, one, I can't find my hinges. They have fallen into the void. They'll turn up when I don't need them. So I have to order hinges. And what I need to do is replace this beam and this beam, and probably even this beam, with either a 6x6 or a 6 or 7 inch in diameter tree log to go here for stability. The doors will then go up and swing outward as it goes downhill. Makes sense, go out. This is a part of the land that as of now is not really usable. This is where I wanted to originally put the chickens, but I didn't realize how far of a drop off there was over here. So that's not an option, but and there's a water reservoir over here. So water runs from the street down here and then over that way. I'm back from the garden probably about 50 feet or so, just estimating, and this is what we have cleared out so far. There's a fire hydrant, and then it drops off pretty steep that way. Still need to work on clearing that side. And then we've got our main pathway down here. And there's where I'm going to be putting the chickens. Today I need to try to dig as many holes as I can for the posts that will be going in. So far I have 5 over here and I have 1 in the ground. Jaden dug a hole for me the other day. We got this in the ground and we just need to continue working on the rest of it. But once I have everything that I need ready to go, it really won't take that long to get it together. What's going to take the longest? Digging these stinking holes, because that sucks. Digging sucks. And I have looked everywhere for hardware cloth for this, and I can't seem to find enough because of how big of an area this is. I did the math the other day. Let me just try to remember. I can't seem to remember how many square feet. Me and the kids came out here the other day, we measured, we found the area and we found the perimeter, and I had them do the math and we did it, and now I can't remember. Right behind me I'm going to be putting the chicken coop. At least, when I'm saying the chicken coop, it's probably going to be the first chicken coop. If we're going to get as many chickens and turkeys as I think that we are, I think I'm going to build 1 chicken coop, 1 brooder area, and then probably a turkey coop, because the turkeys get pretty big and they're probably going to want their own space. Man, I have a lot to do and not a whole lot of time to do it in. Now we do have a really long season here, so I can grow food pretty much all year round. According to my math, my calculations, which could be wrong, I have until about June or July to get my longer growing varieties in the ground. So like eggplants, tomatoes, peppers. As long as I have start with a seedling, I can put that in the ground in like June or July, and then by November and December I'm harvesting and it'll be fine because it's warm here. But it's March and waiting until July. I also need to build doors for the chicken area, very large doors. This is probably going to be 12 feet. I think that's about 12 feet tall. Very, very tall. And then I'm gonna have to figure out the supports for the middle because it does need to have a top or a roof of some kind. Haven't figured that part out yet, but we're not there yet, so it doesn't matter. Directly in front of the chicken area, right now there's a small burn pile here. I don't think this is gonna work. Likely I'm gonna move it, but I wanna do a sitting area here, so I wanna have somewhere to sit. It's gonna be down here a little bit further because it's a little flatter, but we can take the tractor and level this out, add some soil if we need to. Have maybe a couple benches, maybe a little table. We'll see. Right by the chickens. And then in there, I also would like to have a bench or two so that we can go hang out with the chickens. And now if we keep walking, you can see that we have established a decent trail. Hopefully you can notice that we have established a decent trail. Now over in this area, we are going to be doing a mixture of an obstacle course over here, starting on this side, archery range, that'll be headed that way. The kids want the obstacle course. I'm still looking for a group of good trees for a tree house. Oh, there's a deer back there. Hey, buddy, come back. Oh, we scared him away. I scared the deer. I guess I was speaking too loud. I think I pretty much sufficiently went over the things that need to be done. The obstacle course and the archery, that's not a now thing, although that's like, I really want to have something for the kids to do. But right now, I'm gonna get started on digging for the chicken coop. Today's video was really just an update. I wanted to talk about the things that I'm doing, what was going in my brain today, making some mental notes and some future notes that when I'm editing this, I'll be able to write them down. We have quite a few things to still continue doing, but I'm going to go ahead and get started on the first thing, which is digging the holes for the post for this chicken coop, which will be a video all on its own. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I talked for the last 25 minutes. Wow, that was a lot. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. Maybe leave me a comment down below. I will always comment back. And if you're not already, consider subscribing to Hollow Acres. I do my best to post at least once a week, but perhaps as the season goes on, there'll be more videos because there will be more to do. I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you next time here on Hollow Acres.